What's up, everybody, and welcome back. In today's video, I am going to be taking a plank of the milled cedar that I have, and I'm going to turn it into a shelf. But it's not going to be just a regular shelf. What I'm going to do for organizational purposes, so I'm going to take and I'm going to attach mason jars to the bottom of that shelf, so that way I can use it to store things in. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. This is the piece of cedar. As you can see, I kind of started to smooth it out already, but then I stopped when I decided I didn't want to make the countertop as wide as this fourth piece would make it. It would just be way too wide for my kitchen and not leave enough room between the stainless countertop that's on the other side of the room from where the cedar one is going to go. So what I have decided to do is turn it into a shelf, and then on the underside, hopefully, I'm going to attach mason jars, so that way I can put stuff in those mason jars. You can just unscrew them and take it out, and then you just have stuff handy right underneath there. So let's get on it. Alright, so I think that's good enough for this step. It's pretty smooth. I mean, that was only 80 grit sandpaper. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut this one edge and leave this live front on there like that. I mean, why not? And then, of course, cut the sides too, so they'll be straight. Maybe I won't, I don't know. Yeah, because I didn't plane all the way to the edge, and so I'll cut this off. So probably right there, something like that. That's still gonna be a pretty long shelf, and then the same on this side. Probably about right on. So, yeah, let's do it. So, for this next part, I don't know if you can see me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take various size mason jars, and some I got with the wide mouth, some I got with the regular mouth. I just don't know yet, depends on what I want to do. I'll probably put the bigger ones in the back, kind of offset them a little bit and go all the way down, and then have a bunch of those. And what I'll do is I'll trace around the edge of these, and then I'll router them out. Sounds good to me. Let's give it a try. All right. Where's my pencil? Well, maybe I should see how long it is, and then I could somewhat evenly space them. I have to put some glue there. Use my live edge. Almost 6.5 feet. Well, actually it is 6 foot 8 1/4 inches. Good enough for me. Maybe I'll shorten it down to 6.5 feet. We'll see. So you can see after I screwed up a few times, I had to move these lines a little bit because I was measuring from the edge of one circle to, so like up here to here, this straight edge. So I was off, and I had to go from center of the circle to center of the circle, and that made it better. So I was just off a little bit. So that's going to be all the circles. That's a lot of circles. Hope I got enough mason jars for that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, how about that? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 8 big ones and 9 smaller ones. All right, and they're looks like about 1/2 inch deep. So you'll see these have a little lip there. So I'll probably, if I can, I don't know if my router skills, I've not really routed before that much. Maybe like once or twice. But anyways, I'm going to try to go 1/2 inch deep, and then just maybe so that lip can stay on the outside of the wood. Let's try it out. scary. I can't see the line. I need like a marker. All right, so I couldn't really see the hole, so I did it in some black colored pencil. Let's see if that helps any, because it's hard to see what the heck you're doing. That's for sure. Yep. All right, I don't have my ear protection either. Ha! What? Check that out. Like a glove. Man, I think I know what I was doing. I don't. Yeah, it's not the most circular circle, but it's going to work, I think. Boom. So, what I will probably do, most likely, is put a couple of screws or something in there just to hold that in place. I don't know if they have solid metal lids for mason jars or not. If they did, that would be better than the actual mason jar lids. I know they have solid plastic ones, but I don't know. Anywho, 1 down, 16 to go.
Three hours later.
so while I wait for the linseed oil to dry enough to where, or penetrate enough so I can wipe it off, I'm gonna go ahead and glue these in here, I guess. I don't think this is a necessary step since they do go over the top when I screw in here, but you know, maybe just to keep them from sliding around a little bit. See if I can do this without covering myself in super glue. Set up like an assembly line. What is it? How long are you supposed to hold it? Like 30 seconds or something? Oh, I can't read that. Kidding me? O-ring, I see that. That word. Yep, whatever. Long enough? Right. We're just wiping off the excess, as it says, to do. I'm still gonna clear coat this anyways. Woo, it's sliding. Where you going, bro? Now I wonder if it's dry enough that I could flip it over and do the other side. It doesn't look very dry yet. I don't know how long it takes to completely dry. I have to look. I don't know if it even says that on the bottle. Still see some swirl marks in it, but it's because I only used the finest grit sandpaper I used was 180. But I mean, it's going to be the top of a shelf anyways. You're not even going to really see this unless, of course, I put it short enough, or you know, if it's a normal size shelf, pretty much anybody above my height probably could see it. I won't probably be able to see the top of it, but somebody else will. Look at all them knots, man. That looks pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. See if we can take you around the front. Oops, sorry about my fingers. So you can see the live edge on it. That's pretty cool, huh? I like it. You know, it's got wormholes. I didn't even have to add those. Those are real. Those are actually there. Give it that distressed look without having to do anything. Just take the bark off. Pretty cool. All right, let me go read what the bottle says, and then maybe we'll linseed oil the other side, or maybe we'll wait. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Anyways, it seemed pretty dry to the touch, but I don't think it'll mess up. So we'll do this side, and then the same thing. We'll wait 10 minutes and wipe the excess off, like it says. Doesn't really say how long to, I guess I don't need to go in the holes. Doesn't really say how long to wait before doing anything. So I mean, but I don't know if maybe it's because they don't expect you to clear over the top of this. I mean, I guess they don't really have to. But I did notice on my kitchen table, it kind of, see, it's not as red as this is. Once the linseed oil did penetrate completely, and I guess as it dried more, because I cleared it, but it was a couple of weeks, I think, before I put the clear on it. After I put the linseed oil on it. I don't know. Maybe I have to get me some of that tongue oil everybody talks about. Alright, so the super glue thing didn't work on these guys here. At least I'm putting them on the top here. So what I'm going to try to do is maybe put 3 little screws in and hope that that works. Oh, but one thing, what I did already is some of these mason jars, like this isn't actually a mason jar. Well, it is, but it's a Gold Harvest, not a ball, I mean. And see how it's got all this clear? Can you see that? Oh, yeah. Doesn't have all, like the ball mason jars, I love them, but they got stuff all the way around. But I mean, that's because it's, you know, that's what it's for. But anyways, this doesn't. So what I did is I put the lid on and I stuck it in so when it's all the way in, it's facing the front. That way, if I want to put a label or something on it, then I can. Just throwing that out there. Now, let's get my little pre-drill on. Oh, yeah, that didn't work at all. Good times. Really? Let's try that again. Now, like I said, I hope that this works. I don't know. I'm going to go down as the least I can, because I don't want to bend these things. If I don't have to. Oh, might be almost. Ooh, they're still bending. But I mean, whatever. Let's see what happens. As long as the frame is there and it doesn't fall out, which I don't think it will. Boom, baby. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I like it a lot. Okay, so not going to bore you with all the rest of these, so I'm going to go ahead and do all the rest, providing I have enough little baby screws, which I don't know if I do, and then I'll get back to you and show you what it looks like. I got them all mounted. Let's take a look. Boom. Check them all out. So that's how that will look. Now, I don't know. I may have to remove 1 or 2 to put a support in the middle, unless I can get a support behind the ones that are up more, like maybe one there and one there. Something like that, maybe. That way, it'll have some middle support. Because I have enough room on the sides to put, you know, support braces or, you know, mounting brackets, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Because this is going to be a shelf. It looks like it's kind of bowing already. But that could just be the wood, or it could be the fact that I'm on some super unlevel ground there. But yeah. I'm liking it. I can fit a lot of things in those little jars. Not any little screws, since I used all those, so I'll have to replace those. But anyways, let me know what you think. So I know when I originally started this project, this was going to go in my tool shed. But since I haven't edited the video and put it up yet, I decided, here's the rest of the table, I decided to go ahead and put it in my kitchen. Since I think this works out pretty good. So I got my seasonings and all that stuff. Because, you know, since I am off grid and I don't have a house that is completely, I guess, moisture enclosed or whatever you want to say, I have a lot of my seasonings, my salts, all that kind of stuff has been getting a lot of moisture in it and ruining it. So as you can see, I do have one little salt shaker in there, but I put these in here as well, so I'm hoping that this will help. That most of these aren't open yet, so hopefully when I do, I'll have room to put them up here or something. But that's what I did with it. I did have to lose 2 shelves, or not 2 shelves, but 2 of these, because it was just a little bit too long for this. Because sooner or later, there's going to be a door right here, and it's going to go through to what's going to be my pantry for everything once I get it all set up. So there it is, all done. And I got the table mounted. Woo! Talk to you later.